can do it.
No,
right?
no, not many. No, the toughest thing with jiu-jitsu, especially for new people, is that you kind of have to get your ego completely crushed and rebuilt, because you could be the best person in your line of work. You could have the hottest wife, hottest girlfriend. You could have a shit ton of money. Guess what, man? That doesn't matter when I'm fucking cross collar choking you. And you got to have some shit kind of wrong with you to keep coming back day after day, year after year, and just like kind of going through a pretty harsh form of punishment.
But it's a calling for the, like a challenge, or it's more about self-improvement, or it's also healing. For me, it's the healing and self-improvement.
I mean, it is a process of self-improvement. It's not one of those like graceful ones where you sit down and just talk about like, oh my God, you're doing so well today. You're manifesting. It's like
medal for everyone.
Yeah. It's like, listen, man, you're my boy. I like you. I'm gonna fuck you up until you become a better person type thing.
But it's already the place, when people come back and everything, they already quite know what they want to do, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about the people who have a low self-esteem, who will not come first time. I got my daughter last time to show her, and basically they do some show kind of with the taekwondo and everything. So she thought like it's BJJ. I said, no, it's not BJJ. This is what we do BJJ. But everyone choked me up, and then I don't like it. So my vision, like how I can make it accessible for the people. How you make it accessible, Mr. Black Belt, Professor?
Oh my God. No, it's really like, that's one of the things where you have to take the time to really invest and learn as much as you can about each individual person in the room in a short period of time. That's tough. That's tough. But like,
because first you hustle your life. It's your business. It's your money.
Right.
Sometimes you don't have the time to even focus.
It's I even like if I'm teaching for someone or I'm working for someone, I don't think about the hours I put in on the clock or off the clock, how much I'm making and all that. My focus is on the people that are in front of me, that like I'm in charge of helping. And
on the real time when you're with them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because that to me, that's more precious than the paycheck. Yeah. But it's really kind of getting to learn kind of individual mannerisms, because you spend enough time around people, you can start to tell like, hey, who's in a good mood, who isn't, who's tired, who's not. This person's a little more cheerful today. There's something good must have happened. Hey, this person's a little down, what's bothering them. And that's when you can put the extra effort in. It's you see someone that's just not kind of on the same up and up as they normally are. It doesn't take more than just like, hey man, like, is everything all right? Like, how are you today? Is there everything good? And 9 times out of 10, like, no, I'm fine. It's like, okay, good. Let's train, let's have some fun. Then once practice is done, usually people hang out for a little bit. That's where you can like go aside with them, be like, hey man, here's what I noticed today. Again, I hope everything is all right. We don't have to talk about it right now, but if you need anything, my phone's on.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah. Again,
man, that's what you said. It's big shit, man. Dude, it's the big thing.
That's the thing, and it doesn't take a lot to go out of your way to do that. Will someone message
Lesson
you?
for every coach.
I mean,
black belt, brown belt.
It's these are your people, right? If you got a team in front of you and you're a team leader, you always got to make sure your people are good. That there's
your people. Like, I think it's many people don't see this connection, right? Because now it doesn't matter if someone come first time and everything. I think it's give you a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, you learn a lot of things to do with things like this. Well, your life will be better as well.
This is kind of an extreme story, which not to like completely kill the mood right now. I had a friend who was a purple belt, Ron. He was a veteran. And he also did the Paralympic Games for Jiu-Jitsu. He had one leg. So he lost his leg while he was serving. and he was coaching our kids. He was a 2-time Paralympic world champion, and he was a purple belt. Always on the up and up, super chill. Like had PTSD, the works, and got into jiu-jitsu, and that was keeping him going. And I remember I got home from training on a weekday when I was living in Long Beach, and my friend Joe called me, and immediately as soon as I picked up and he started talking, I was like, "All right, man, what happened?" Ron shot himself the night before. Again, just in a normal mood. No one could really tell anything was wrong. But for some reason, like one of the guys at the gym was like, "Hey, you know what? He's in a good mood, but there's still something different." And no, like, I don't know if there was guilt involved or anything after, but they're like, "Oh man, like we should have talked to him. There's something we should have done." Could there have been? Maybe. Could not. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is that you don't know what's going on with people outside of the gym. They could be at their bottom, at their lowest of the lows, and the gym can start to bring them out of that hole. And if you can just say that one little extra thing, give them that one little extra slap bump, give them a hug, joke around, try to make them laugh, just again, go that little extra, who knows what benefit you can bring to them. Now, even like I had students like that, there were days I would work them, especially if they were competitors. I would put it on them, and I would do my best. After every training session, I would go home, I'd eat, I'd relax, and before I would go to sleep, I'd always text them, especially the ones I work with, and be like, "Hey, you know what? Hope you're good. Like, yeah, I know I worked you today, but here's why." And no, it's not because I don't like you. It's because this is what I expect from you. There's a reason for all this. It's not to put you down, not to make you feel low, but this is part of your process. So, good job. Like every training session, everyone at the bare minimum should be saying, like, "Hey man, you did good today. If you get your ass beat, if you beat everyone's ass, it doesn't matter. Everyone did good." Because in the end, we're all there to help each other. Everyone's on a different level. Everyone has a different process for themselves. But you showed up, you put the work in, you spent the time. You were there with everybody from beginning to end, or as long as you could be there. So you contributed. So good. Like, thank you. And yeah, it doesn't seem like much to say that, but you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. So it's it seems like such a little thing, but you never.
Man, the fist bump, with the how you call this?
Yep.
How you call this? You said the
So slap
and the bump.
Slap and bump.
So these things when I start doing when they do, it's like a damn. It's like a nice respect. Yeah. Also in the Thai, they also do this one, right?
It's the same thing.
It's small things, but it's mean a lot.
Yeah.
It's like a connection. It's like respect, and even it's you're okay. Like damn, like I feel so good about this one, like especially when I take care of someone take care of me.
Yeah.
It's like whoa. How many people have this one in real life?
It was crazy.
Something
like
never.
Everyone in jiu-jitsu I train with in the East Coast, we'd all slap bump even when we're out in public. I go to Southern California, people that don't even train do that. Like that's how laid back it is. It's just one of those like chilled things. And it's like you do that with a complete stranger. It's like, fuck, man, that's on the level. I like this.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good. And what is it? Anything extra out of the ordinary?
Yeah.
No. It's a casual like, "Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?"
Yeah.
And again, the little things make such a difference.
Yeah.
It really does. And that's the biggest thing I always keep in the back of my head. Like people that are in jiu-jitsu for the long haul, they got something in the back of their head that's bugging them. So let's make sure that that's being handled every time they're in the room. Yeah. If I don't see guys that don't train for like more than 2 or 3 days, I message them like, "Yo, where the fuck are you, man? Mm-hmm. Like, what's up, man? Come on, let's roll." I'm going back to the U.S. in April for a couple weeks, and I'm already hitting people up like, "Hey, yo, here are the dates, man. Get ready.
Yeah,
get ready. Let's go. Let's fucking get after it."
It's like put you on the routine, and they try to like push more, and even saying and everything. Sometimes because people are afraid that awkward, how it looks like and everything. But it must be like this. It's like a talk with the girl. Like people are now, nowadays, like, I connect also with the, talking with the even not the girl on the fuck you online, right? and you need to learn the skills.
Yeah.
You need to basically push yourself. You need to push yourself to ask like, hey, how are you? You good?
Yeah.
Because it's like quite not normal that and people think it's awkward. You need to get used to the awkward thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Everything with jiu-jitsu is awkward and uncomfortable. I mean, dude, we're
Even roll.
We're fucking rolling around on the ground, hugging each other for 5 minutes plus at a time.
With the fucking balls of the face many times,
Fucking sweating in my eyes and shit, man. You think I like that?
Yeah, I saw the sweat like a fucking people's face, and like my drops going like and like sub them, So.
Yeah, I got one of my guys who's like, this fucking guy Josh is like developing like some of the best frames in the world, and he's like figuring out exactly like where to put them, and it's like, yo, this like really fucking hurts right now, and I'm like, seriously, like, stop learning. Like, this is like, you're making me uncomfortable, and I'm supposed to be beating your ass right now.